Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. K from the Arcadia Public Library. Welcome back to Family Storytime Adventures. Today, my theme is going to be dragons. I have two books for you today. The first one is this one called Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon. And I'm also going to read Unicorns Are the Worst. But before we do that, let's do a little hello song. We'll do the same one from last time, and it goes like this. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Okay, this is Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon, written by Kat Zhang, illustrated by Charlene Chua, and read with permission from Simon & Schuster Publishers. During story time, Ms. Mary reads Amy's class a book about dragons. Boy, those kids look like they're really enjoying that book, don't they? Must be a good one. Dragons that hoard treasure. See, look, dragon has a sign that says, "Keep out, no flyers, coupons okay." Coupons? Dragons that blow fire. Dragons that fight knights in gleaming armor. Boy, those sound like good stories. I want to hear those stories, don't you? Afterward, she tells everyone to make their own dragons. Make them special, she says. Make them yours. Sam draws a dragon with enormous teeth. He crafts the wings from postage stamps. Willa sculpts a dragon with a big fat belly. She strings daisies for the tail. Amy paints a dragon with a long, thin body. It has horns like a stag and claws like an eagle. "Are you sure that's a dragon?" asks Sam. "It doesn't look like a dragon," adds Willa. Amy says. Maybe they're right. Amy scribbles with her pencil and doodles with her crayons. She glues beads to the paper and some to her hair. Bits of dragon emerge. Dragons with shiny green scales. Dragons with leathery wings. They look great. They look just like the dragons in Ms. Mary's book. But none of them work. None of them feels quite right. These dragons are not the dragons Amy wanted to make. So she's still working on it. That's okay. She's just taking her time, huh? "Time to clean up," says Ms. Mary. "I'm not done," cries Amy. The rest of the class put their dragons on the show and tell table, but there's nothing from Amy. Nothing at all. Uh-oh. Willa and Sam come over after school, but Amy can't even smile. "Oh dear," says Amy's grandma. "Why the sad face?" So Amy tells her. Her grandma gets a twinkle in her eye. "Come," she says, "let me tell you a story." You think Grandma has a good story? I bet she does, huh? She tells them about dragons that bring down the rain. Dragons that are wise and just. Dragons that fly without wings. Wow, I didn't know dragons could fly without wings. Amy runs to the attic. She remembers where she got the idea for her dragon. She pulls out something red and yellow, something with a big fat snout and golden horns. "A dragon," gasps Sam and Willa. "A dragon," agrees Amy. Amy's grandma puts on the costume's head, and Amy puts on the tail. Together they dance down the attic steps and roar through the house. "Maybe you can bring it to school," says Sam. That might be fun, huh? "Please, please bring it to school," begs Willa. Says Amy. She thinks about the dragons in Ms. Mary's book. She thinks about the dragons in Grandma's story. Bringing this dragon to class would be great, but there's something missing. Something to make the dragon Amy's. After Sam and Willa go home, Amy begins to plan. She shows her sketches to her family. "Will you help me?" she asks. I bet you they will. They measure out fabric and cut it into shape. They carve a cardboard frame and fasten the cloth. Amy knots together 3 silk scarves. Then she adds some beads and some glitter and a little more glitter just because she likes glitter, huh? Ready? Asks Grandma. Amy takes a deep breath. Ready, she says. Amy comes to school with a big paper bag. The other children gather around. Is it your dragon? Asks Willa. Show us, cries Sam. Amy puts on the dragon's head. She invites Willa and Sam beneath the dragon's tail. Together they dance through the classroom and roar between the desks. Everybody cheers. Miss Mary laughs so hard she can't even breathe. Amy's dragon is red and yellow. It has a big fat snout and golden horns. It has enormous green wings and a tail of 3 silk scarves and beads and glitter. Lots of glitter. It works splendidly. It feels just right. Because it was her dragon, huh? The way she wanted it. It is exactly the dragon Amy wanted to make. Yay. That's the end. Okay, you ready for a little stretch break? Let's do dragon, dragon, turn around. Dragon, dragon, turn around. Let's turn around 2 times. 1, 2. Dragon, dragon, touch the ground. Touch way down to the ground. Dragon, dragon, reach up high. Reach way up high. Dragon, dragon, wink one eye. Can you wink? Dragon, dragon, touch your nose. Dragon, dragon, touch your toes. Dragon, dragon, slap your knees. Dragon, dragon, sit down, please. Good job. Okay, let's have another story. This is Unicorns Are the Worst by Alex Willen and read with permission from Simon & Schuster Publishers. For hundreds of years, I have gone about completing my important goblin business in peace. From documenting spells, to gather ingredients for spells, to alphabetizing the ingredients I've gathered for spells. No distractions, no interruptions, just me and my work. But guess who decided to move into the meadow next door? Do you guys know? Yep, unicorns. Now I know what you are going to say. Unicorns are the best. Unicorns are magical. Blah, blah, blah. That's true, but a lot of things are magical, like elves and fairies and what's the other one? Elves, fairies, and... Oh, right. Goblins. I have studied the forgotten magic that lies deep within the earth. I know spells that can transform socks into slugs. I can turn broccoli into ice cream, although it still tastes like broccoli. And I have mastered the 3-strand braid. But despite all of this, does anyone ever ask to have a goblin-themed birthday party? Look, there's the goblin at the party store. He's looking at all the supplies. No goblin supplies. It's all unicorn stuff, huh? Poor goblin. Meanwhile, all unicorns do is frolic around all day on their dainty unicorn hooves. Frolicking isn't even hard. Goblins can frolic. We just choose not to. He's not frolicking, is he, huh? He's busy mowing the yard. I don't get it. They're just horses with pointy heads. I have pointy ears, but you don't hear me carrying on about it. And the glitter. So much glitter. Do you realize how hard it is to get glitter out of a smock? They are constantly playing their instruments. Newsflash, unicorns, not everyone likes harp music. And the tea parties, So many tea parties. It's not like they ever asked me to one of their tea parties. Not that I would have time for tea parties when there is all this important work to be done. It's not like this shrub is going to document itself. Do I enjoy a good cup of tea? Perhaps the occasional crumpet? We'll never know, because someone around here has to take their work seriously. You know what? I wouldn't go to one of their silly tea parties, even if they did ask me. You know why? Because unicorns are the worst. You guys want to say that with me? Yeah, I think you have to say it really loudly because there's really big words. Ready? Because unicorns are the worst. I would rather be neighbors with gnomes, or this dragon, or a chicken, or a, wait a minute. Uh-oh. You see the dragon behind him? Oh no! Dragon, run for your lives! Save yourselves, my little sock slugs! Oh no, he's being chased by a fire-breathing dragon. And he says, gulp. Oh no, looks like he needs some help, doesn't he? Who is around in this book who might help the goblin? Yes, indeed. Here come the unicorns, huh? He says, well, I guess unicorns do have some good traits. They look pretty mean when they're looking at that dragon, huh? For instance, did you know that their glitter can put out dragon fire? And that harp music can be quite disorienting? Those dainty hooves pack quite a wallop. And it turns out a unicorn's horn is more than just pointy. They just kind of blasted that dragon away, huh? All right, fine. As far as neighbors go, unicorns aren't that bad. But I think that we can all agree dragons are the worst. Oh, he got invited to a tea party, look. I think he's made some friends. The end. Okay, that's our story time for today. Thanks for coming. Let's sing our goodbye song before we go. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.